Hey guys, we're here in Baja with the OnX Offroad Crew, here with Mike Buell, and he's going to give us a tour of his rig. Mike, you want to give us a little shakedown or tell us what your make model?
Yeah, it's a 2018 Jeep Wrangler JLU, so unlimited. It's 4-door Rubicon.
What's some of your biggest upgrades you've done to it?
Probably the biggest is the TerraFlex 3.3 adjustable shocks. I put those in earlier this year. They're pretty awesome. You can adjust them from firm to soft depending on the terrain that you're on.
Yeah.
Stops the wibble wobble because I've got a pretty heavy Jeep. And then along with that is the TerraFlex rims, which you guys saw on the trail. It's as simple as just turning that valve there and it deflates it down to whatever preset PSI you set it at.
Yeah.
It's fast. Like by the time you walk around and open them all, close the first one, you're deflated in under 60 seconds.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
What about inflating?
Inflating, so they have a separate valve for airing up, and then I've made my own kind of Moreflate and deflate 4-tire inflating system. And then I've got a twin ARB in the back underneath my kitchen. This is the quick pitch mini kitchen. It's not so mini in the back of a Jeep, but that's what they call it. It's basically a slide system. And as you pull out the kitchen, the fridge lowers down. Wow. So that you can actually see what's in the fridge, depending on the angle that you got the Jeep at. And then you've got prep area there, and then you've got all kind of your kitchen stuff, coffee, most important part of the morning, and then kind of your kitchen junk drawer.
Wow, it's like nice and contained.
Yeah.
So much storage.
It's like 2 boxes worth of stuff into here. It's big, it's heavy, but it's convenient.
It looks like you got a lifesaver jerry can.
Yeah. It's the exact reverse. Just tucks in. I'd like to change these to bamboo.
Oh yeah, that would look good.
Cool. And then you just give it a good push.
Wow.
Locks in place.
That is sweet.
And then this is a Snowmaster 56-liter dual zone fridge. So you can do fridge, freezer, that kind of thing. And it's all powered through that 100 amp hour lithium battery. And then the whole power management system is up in this space here. It's kind of a wasted space in the Jeep because you got the roll bar and then you've got about 6 inches that you can stuff towels and stuff. So I built a panel and it's all attached to the Rhino Rack backbone system, which is what allows you to put, heavy weight up on top.
Cool.
And this is where the compressor's mounted under here, the twin ARB, and then your chuck is actually up on the side. This is American Adventure Labs remote inflate system. So all the tubing comes up to here and you don't have to worry about getting into there. I know the next thing I want to do.
Yeah.
37s.
So Mike, what do you got going on up front here?
So up front, I've got the stock steel bumper, which I ordered when I ordered the Jeep. It's great because it already had a spot for the winch. And I'm going with the Warren 10S, which has the synthetic winch line. And then I've got the Factor 55 hook up there. And this is from Cascadia 4x4. They're a British Columbia company. So you can flip it up and get at it. And we have to have our front license plates on in BC. All the lighting is from Diode Dynamics, so including the fogs. These are the SS3s. And then the light bar across the top. The pods on the sides as well. The A-pillars are also from Diode Dynamics. This was like one of my first upgrades. They're a Chinese, yeah. So they're cool because they do a sequential turn.
Oh, nice.
Versus just the flash on and off.
Yeah.
The headlights are diode as well, and they're so bright. And they get you can switch the halo from amber to white, so it kind of gives it a distinct look when you're driving. It looks good when you're coming through the dust and stuff.
How do you change them?
You basically use your turn signal stock and you toggle through. You got to play with the light switch.
Yeah.
And then you toggle through the different settings.
Sweet.
With the turn signal.
Nice.
Yeah. You can probably see up top, we've got the quick pitch rooftop tent, which is awesome. All your clothes, all your bedding and everything's in there, pillows, and basically get the camp, pops open, 60 seconds, you can be in sleeping, which is nice when you're doing a lot of long road trips.
That is nice. Yeah. Keep all that bedding and stuff out of your cab.
Yeah. So I have a full power system with a 100 amp lithium battery, which is underneath my seat delete, and I have a 370 watt solar panel mounted on top of the rooftop tent. Like this morning, I'm at 75% because it's running the fridge overnight, and my light in the tent. charging my phone. And by the time we leave, I'll be back up to 100%, which
Nice.
is kind of nice.
Yeah.
I have it also hooked up to the alternator with a
Yep.
DC to DC charger, but I have it disconnected right now.
Yeah.
I didn't want any battery issues just in case while I'm down here and not being able to start, because you never know when you're pulling off a stock alternator.
Yeah, good call.
And it's all managed by Victron solar controller and DC to DC charger. So all of the lighting and everything and my compressor is wired through an S-Pod-like system, which is under the hood. So simple wiring, and it's by Voss Switch. I got it on Amazon, and it's been great. This is nice and metal, like it's solid. And I just took some L bracket and made my own bracket to mount it there. So controls all the lights. I used to have more lights, so there's a few extra switches that aren't used right now. And then for navigation, so I've always got my inReach. I send a message to my 3 buddies every night, and then a separate one to my wife, so she knows that I'm safe. We're out of cell coverage. And then I've got the 67 design phone mount, accessory mount that is up here on top of the dash. So I run my phone on there, and I have a spot for a GoPro, and then if my wife's here, I do have another mount that another arm that I can put her phone on, or an iPad. And then from a navigation standpoint, I use OnX Offroad. It's just launched in Canada this past summer, and it's got a lot of detail. And obviously we're on the OnX Offroad trip, and all of our trails and everything and have been mapped out on OnX Offroad. And it's great because you just plug in, goes to the Apple CarPlay. So you got the screen down there, and I usually run on my phone kind of a wider view, so I can kind of see where we're going, and then the close up for turns and stuff on the Apple CarPlay.
That's cool. All right, so what tires are you running?
I've got the General Grabber X3s, so they're a mud train. It's actually the first time I've run a mud train on one of my Jeeps. They're 35 inch by 17 and 12.5 wide. They've been great. I haven't done snow yet. That'll be coming shortly, possibly in the next couple of days on the way home. But they're a decent compound. They're quiet enough on the road, and they've been awesome in Baja.
Really good in the sand.
Yeah.
Nice.
Even when I almost got stuck, I still was able to spin the sand and get out.
So what are your thoughts on mud tire versus all-terrain? Did you have an all-terrain before you ran?
I did. Before this, I was running Axis Razor all-terrain, and they were good. They're a little quieter on the road. It gives you that more all-around.
Yeah.
But I wanted to try the mud train. I know I'll probably have issues in the snow, and I might go possibly get them siped if I'm starting to have issues in the snow.
Yeah.
Because I don't run snow tires even though I'm in Canada. It's just a pain. So we'll see. If I got to sipe them, I'll sipe them.
So you highly recommend General Grabbers overall so far?
Yeah, so far I've got probably 6,000 kilometers on them with a lot of highway, tons of highway. And then I don't know how many kilometers of dirt we've done this last week, but it's been pretty good. And the mud, a few weeks ago before coming down, we were out in some good mud. Yeah, it just chucks it pretty good.
Nice.
And then because I went to these are a true 12.5, where my last ones were an 11.5, I got these fender trims, like they're little flares, just to stop more crap from flying back. And they're from Mopar, and they look kind of cool. They come on the Recon, the new Jeeps, when you order the Recon package. They look good.
They look good. It's kept your vehicle really clean.
Yeah, well, and part of that's the step. This is actually the first mod that I did when I got the Jeep. These are from Rome Off-Road, they're down in Texas. So I was actually one of their first customers. And that stops because Jeeps are known for just throwing rocks and hitting the hinges, and then the hinges start to chip, and
yeah,
the rear fender is usually destroyed. So between the rock blocks, mud flaps, and the Rome Off-Road slider step, it's kind of kept the Jeep looking new, even though it's over 5 years old.
Yeah. We did a lot of miles on dirt, and it looks really clean.
We did. So this is the Quick Pitch ensuite. So it's a place where you can change your clothes, you can have a shower, put your camp toilet. It opens really quick. It's just a simple zipper, a couple of Velcros, drops down, and then just pivots up. The whole idea with Quick Pitch, which is from South Africa, is everything's fast. Complete setup in camp in under like 2 or 3 minutes if you want. If you're really rushing.
Yeah, that is cool.
Which in Baja, we don't rush, right?
Right. Well, we rush to set up and then enjoy the view.
And then enjoy the view and a beer. So this is the Quick Pitch 20-second weather shade awning. It's a 270-degree awning, and they call it a 20-second awning because it's approximately how long it takes to open it up. It's got 3 Velcro straps, and it's all freestanding. So you don't have to put poles down. But if you knew you were going to be in some really crazy winds, you could drop. There is one pole here that you could put down, stake it down. You've got straps in each of the arms. There's straps tucked in, so there's
Nice.
Everything's out of the way, nice and clean.
You've even got like a little flip up to shade or shed water, right?
Yeah, so you can tent it like this, keep the water rolling off. And then I've got a wall kit on it as well, which is great for when you're camping in the snow.
Nice.
Create a nice big area.
Yeah, we definitely all used this shade a few times
Yes.
on this trip just because of how easy it is to set up.
Yeah, like day one when they were sitting behind the bush. When I arrived, it's like, you guys want the awning? I had the Rhino Rack one like you guys before.
Yeah.
I had the platform on there, and it was awesome. And then I moved it over to our trailer.
Oh, really?
Same process for putting it away. And I like to keep the zippers at the back so that maybe a little bit less dust gets inside.
Mike, are there any other upgrades you plan to do, or do you think you have it dialed in how you want it?
I've got it pretty dialed in. It's a 5-year process of every year there's a list that gets shorter and shorter, and then it gets longer and longer. But I'm pretty much there. The only thing I'll probably do is after watching the OnX Offroad Jeep Gladiator, Gladys, or Pickles on 37s, how effortlessly it rolls over things, I might next year go to 37s with the tires. Just give it a try. That comes with a whole lot of other upgrades possibly, so
Yeah.
we'll see what happens there.
Mike, are there any upgrades you made that you wouldn't recommend?
I think it's kind of that cry once, buy one, or cry twice, buy once, whatever.
Yeah.
The saying is, I went with some cheaper lighting to start, so I had not the full light bar, and they're a Canadian company, but they're imported, and the quality was, so that would probably be the main one. Everything kind of goes through an evolution of you buy what you think you need at the time, and then it's not that it's a wrong decision, it's my needs have changed, or something new has come out and you want to make a change to it. So,
Yeah.
But other than the lighting, I would say everything else is
So since you switched to diode, though, you're really happy with it?
I'm pretty happy, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Mike, thank you for your time walking us around your awesome rig. How can people find you and follow your adventures?
Yeah, so I've got a YouTube page, which is Okanagan Overlanding. It's the logo right there, as well as Instagram and Facebook is Okanagan Overlanding.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thanks.
Sweet. Thank you for your time.
Yeah. It's been fun traveling with you.
Yeah, it's been a great trip.
Don't forget to click on the subscribe button and let us know if you want to be featured in a future Rigs episode in the comments below. Thanks for watching.